Hey Geek fans, I'm Mary.
And I'm Steve.
And I know it's hard to believe, but Infinity War is almost here. And now we are freaking out. The Avengers, the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Warriors of Wakanda, and your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man will be going all out against the Mad Titan, Thanos. If you need to catch up on what's been happening in the MCU, now is a great time to start a Marvel movie marathon. I mean, you all have the 35 hours and 24 minutes it takes to watch each of these films, right? It's the perfect way to get completely emotionally invested in all of these characters all over again, just in time to see one of your favorites completely demolished, or worse, by Thanos.
The directors of the film, the Russo brothers, have warned MCU fans via Twitter that they should be afraid. Very afraid. It should come as no surprise to anyone that during the battle for the Infinity Stones, not everyone is going to make it out unscathed. I mean, you're in more denial than Cippy is about Chris Pratt and Anna Faris.
Their love is invincible!
It's been like over a year. Let it go, Cippy.
We're all worried. I mean, I don't know what I'd do if
I thought we got rid of that thing.
our love is invincible.
Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen once the dust from Infinity War settles. But according to reports, John Boyega has met with Marvel to play a superhero. Now, a lot of speculating fans believe he could be in talks to play Elijah Bradley, aka the Patriot, basically the young Avenger equivalent of Captain America. But the only reason they'd need a replacement for Cap is if...
Pull your jets there. All of us are worried, and truthfully, there are some heroes we should be more worried about than others. So we brought in our best MCU scientist to analyze who is likely to survive and who is likely to, opposite of survive.
Potential spoilers ahead, based merely on speculation, folks. And by best MCU scientist, we mean Cippy, because what else were you expecting?
Wah wah.
There's a pretty solid chance I'm going to become an emotional wreck the more we get into this. We are probably going to lose some of our favorite MCU characters in Infinity War. Some are much more safe than others, so let's go ahead and talk about that. Let's talk about the people who are completely safe. Spider-Man, Black Panther, Ant-Man, and Doctor Strange. All of them have sequels that are already planned. Just doesn't make sense to me to have a Black Panther 2 without Black Panther. I'm assuming most of you are following my logic here. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 has been announced for 2020, so I'm pretty sure most of the band of intergalactic mystics that we all just know and love so much are going to be safe, but there are a couple who probably will bite the dust, but I'll talk about that later. I don't really have a reason for this, but I've got a gut feeling that Bruce Banner is in the clear. Same with Scarlet Witch, Thor, War Machine. And Mary, I've got good news for you because I'm pretty sure that Bucky Barnes is gonna be A-okay. Okay, let's talk about some of the heroes we should probably be just a little bit teensy-weensy worried about. Having Vision born from an Infinity Stone was a really cool plot device used in Age of Ultron, but in my opinion, that kind of spelled his doom. The only reason I think that he might be safe is because it's almost the obvious choice that Vision would die in this. I said before that I think the Guardians of the Galaxy are safe, but I also said before not all of them. There are two in particular that we should be especially trepidatious about their survival. And I'm talking about Thanos' multicolored daughters, Nebula and Gamora. Now, the safe choice is Nebula. We don't have as much emotional investment in her. If Marvel really wanted to make it emotional, then they would kill off. And now we need to talk about our fine feathered friend, Falcon. I don't know why, but I got a feeling he is not going to make it. I think Falcon is going to sacrifice himself for Cap's safety. And it's going to be emotional, and he's gonna say something really funny right at the end when he dies, and then he's just gonna... Hawkeye or Black Widow? The fact that we haven't seen much of Hawkeye in the marketing for Infinity War really scares me. I really don't want either of them to go, but I think Black Widow just might go the way of her eyebrows. That is to say, gone. All right, now we gotta talk about the godfather of the MCU, Tony Stark. Iron Man is gonna exit the MCU eventually. I mean, Disney just hasn't quite perfected the immortality serum that I know that they're working on. But if Marvel wanted to make a really big splash, then yeah, Iron Man is probably going to get... I can't say it! While not an Avenger, I think it is also worth us talking about Loki for a second. Pretty obvious from the trailer that Loki is going to portray his brother. Oh, what a shock! I can't... That was honestly the best acting I could muster for that situation, so... I mean, it's kind of time for him to receive his comeuppance, and I think he's going to receive it at the hands of a big purple titan. And now we need to talk about Cap. If Iron Man makes it through Infinity War, then Steve Rogers will not. Chris Evans' contracts are up. Captain America has been the heart of the MCU, and the biggest gut punch of all would be to see him mowed down by Thanos. I don't. Ah! Get it together. You can do this. I'm sure many of you watching have been checking names off your list and wondering why I haven't mentioned him. Here we go. Stan Lee. He'll be fine. Stan Lee is gonna live forever! So, those are my thoughts. Very kind of dark, depressing thoughts, but let me know what your dark, depressing thoughts are in the comments. Want to know who you think is going to survive and who you think is going to... I can't do this!
Hey you guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you liked what you saw, make sure you tune in and subscribe right here. Click on more videos. We'd love for you to watch them. But more importantly, we would really just love for you to let us know what you want to see, because we love you guys and we want to hear feedback. Let us know. I love ya. I got nothing else. I'm the worst.